This is the second winner bracket final of Group D. TH is already in the winners finals. We will determine his opponent. And it's LawLiet versus WFZ. It's quite an equal poll here from our community. Actually, a few people, like 4 people betting on WFZ. Here are your players. South Korea versus China, the never-ending battle. LawLiet should be considered the favorite, but he had historically a bad track record versus WFZ. The Undead is slightly ahead, but only 52%. Both a very good matchup against their respective races. WFZ, back in the day, 2014 or so, was quite unstoppable against Night Elf, but that's so long ago. It doesn't even matter anymore. Here we go! Concealed Hills!
Yeah, 2014, those were the WFZ glory days. Back then he was the best Undead in the world. At our first offline tournament in China, WCA 2014, he had a quite impressive showing, especially for back then Undeads, when everybody was still convinced that there's no chance any Undead can ever get into any kind of final, before the days of 1-2-0 and Happy's return. Ever since then, he has had moments of brilliance again. It was almost only always online. I think there was one like Super GCS or something where he did well, right? But normally it's the online tournaments. WZ certainly has strong days, strong showings, where he looks impeccable again, but it's consistency that plagues him, as is the case for so many other players as well.
Alright, we have a Keeper versus DK matchup. No big surprises here. I was hoping for the Warden a little, but no. LawLiet disappointing us here, going standard. Also with the Creep route, pretty standard with the Ogre Warrior here. And then most likely aiming for the Tome of Experience at the little crabs. WFZ not going for a Fiend build at all. So this is Ghouls versus Archers, DK versus Keeper. Fairly standard to start things.
Yeah, on this map here specifically, Keeper no surprise. If you go for a Warden, you have to be able to creep fairly reliably to level 3, especially Terranus, an excellent map for this. Usually would be getting vetoed by the Undead oftentimes, but WZ historically likes that map, so we may see it later on. Keeper, of course, can creep everywhere and anywhere, and is strong on level 1, strong on level 2, strong on level 3, strong on level 4. Pretty good hero.
Yeah, that is fine. So WFZ hoping for a Tome of Experience here, skipping the green spot, just going for this right away and then harass, I guess. But the Keeper of the Grove is kind of doing the same. So what can WFZ do on this side of the map after this crab spot? Tome of Intelligence? Meh.
WFZ is taking really fast. I didn't look at the opening so closely. I know a cardinal mistake. Usually I pay such close attention to those. But looks like he went for the fast DK into later Ghouls. So what looks like a Ted Fiend build order, not quite being the case though.
Tome of Experience for the Keeper. Level 2.5 already. That's the 1 level difference on the first heroes already. The Night Elf certainly a little lucky. By the way, these arcs here in the map, I asked them to remove it. It's so annoying for casting. So hopefully they listen for once.
But they're pretty, Neo.
Yeah, but they're blocking the vision.
Did you ask for Northern Isles as well?
Yes, and Terranos.
Terranos in the middle?
Yeah.
Oh, they're very iconic though. No, leave the Terranos one.
Nope. All.
Nothing ever happens there anyways.
That's not
It's
true.
fine, Ryan, it's fine.
No, it's not. Don't listen to that idiot. So ghouls come out.
Still only level 1 here, whereas the Keeper was quickly making his way beyond level 2, getting close to level 3 now. Ghouls were playing with the idea, nice round, of creeping the green cam next to the main there for a moment, but WFZ got discouraged, was like scared off by something.
Did he just deny the treant? I think he did.
Wow.
Not bad, LawLiet, not bad. Expansion's coming up, but scouted instantly. Even saw the Wisp, I guess. So, WFZ, I think, is a player where things have to go right in the early. Like, if he gets a good surround early, that really boosts his momentum, and he really relies on that. So having that early surround against the Treant didn't do too much, not even experience. But yeah, maybe that helps him for the mid game.
Keeper here buying plenty of time for his expansion across the map. That early level 3 is so powerful with that entangle level 2, as we of course all know. Trying to hunt down the ghoul. One more right click would do it. But there is a coil. Keep the ghoul alive at least. Only one ghoul lost is pretty good for him. Ooh, that coil cooldown got a little bit scary right there with that staff. But Keeper's fine. Juicing up again from the Moonwells. Still super strong, obviously. And this expansion should certainly be safe. It is not the fastest expansion of all time, though.
Dude. It's Gargs.
A player's forces
Whoa.
are under attack.
That is... China never plays Gargs.
Oh, no. There was this game on Terranas. WFZ versus... It was Moon or someone. You remember? Tier 2 Gargs. And was able to overpower him at the expansion.
Huh.
That was really impressive.
Okay. I mean, we saw TBC with this weird one crypt Garg play. Which I still don't understand. But yeah, here... It's normal. It's double crypt. And then late tier 3, I guess. Lich second. We have the Alchemist on LawLiet side going heavy on Archers, 7. And then going into wins, of course. Nature's Blessing and Research. No tier 2 buildings yet.
The town is under siege.
Wisp sees the gargoyle early. I wonder, might it not have been more valuable to keep those hidden for a while? I don't believe LawLiet had scouted the base there of the undeads on tier 2 or on the way to tier 2. DK now catching up in experience, getting close to level 3. I think it's important here for the DK and Lich to go on a hunt and decimate the archer numbers. Otherwise, the answer to Gargoyle should just be pretty simple. If he has a good number of archers, let's say 7, 8, perhaps even more, I can't see these Gargoyles doing too much.
Yeah, I totally agree. And as I said, he is already hard on archers. He is already creeping the Alchemist. He got the flute as well. And if he wants to, he can just go double wind hippos to counter this.
He's rushing tier 3.
Huh.
It looks like LawLiet is feeling very comfortable.
Yeah, I think so too. On the other side, you know, marksmanship helps out a lot. And more upgrades, of course. And the orb is really good as well against Gargs.
A player's forces are under attack.
True. Orb, Acid Bomb, all very powerful weapons against Gargoyles. So are archers, honestly. Problem is, they get shredded by ghouls and Nova if they don't have anything to protect them.
I like this red spot play by LawLiet as well. Very, very early taking out the middle. Just the Lord, though, to get the claws plus 12. And he cleaned one of the fountains as well, right?
Yep.
Wow. And that's so easy to creep with Gargs. So taking that away from WFZ is pretty nice. He's going for the counter expansion here. Something we've seen more and more from Undead on tier 2. Of course, delays the tier 3 even more.
Are under attack.
WFZ especially. I feel like was the first Undead to play this a lot. Nowadays, all top Undeads are picking up more and more. Happy, Lucifer, 1-0 perhaps to a lesser extent, but also him. WFZ's been doing this for a while in multiple matchups. Coming north now, seeing the number of archers, he probably would be wise to not engage this. Then again, he's bringing the ghouls. However, these are tier 2 ghouls, no frenzy for them, so a lot weaker than they could be otherwise.
Hunter's Soul coming for LawLiet. He's with the back against the fountain. That certainly helps. A few Gargs in the air. Nice Nova to get rid of one archer at least. But LawLiet doesn't care. He's just fighting against the creeps to get the last hits here. He is 4 and 3 already. I think he got it. Level 2 lit. Another Nova. But now it's time to attack the guards. Good coil.
That's 4 archer kills already.
Yep.
These heroes being very powerful against these low HP tier 1 units. That's a 5th archer down.
Whoa.
It's gonna be 6 archers down. I think LawLiet is overestimating the power of this fountain for these archers here.
Yep. 1 guard down, but he still has 5 in the air. And except the heroes, there's 2 archers left only.
The DK came in here with full mana, still has more mana to use. That means more coils. That can mean more kills. Gonna run down this archer and use the coil defensively to keep the gargoyles alive. And not only does he decimate the numbers here, improving his chances at fighting, but also buying so much time for his expansion.
Yeah. Ooh, nice round on the
statue. Ooh, that was cool.
Do you think LawLiet saw Moon yesterday with mass archers and
I was thinking
tries to copy that? He still goes archers with marksmanship and 1-0. He got He got the flute right here. Got the flute. So even more damage on them.
Oh, Lich in a bit of trouble now. There are more coils, however. One right now. Soon two. Yeah, imagine if he had not rushed tier 3, had in that engagement Dryads or Hippos. Both would have been really good.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was really greedily rushing tier 3. No benefits from marksmanship yet there. Now he has it, along with upgrades.
A player's forces
Second
are
engine of
under
war
attack.
came through, was not cancelled, and he's going 3 engines of war. So it's just mass archers. WFZ should counter this by more AoE, I feel, but he stays on tier 2.
These goddamn mass archers, man, I can't believe it. I think a Lich is fine. Like, level 3 Lich, throw in a couple of A-bombs and ghouls, and I think you're gonna be shredding through this army. LawLiet's at 29 supply.
Yeah, but that will change in a blink of an eye once the 3rd engine of war is done. Tinker 3rd?
Third.
Well, rockets can attack air nowadays.
Is he going rockets? No, right?
He got rockets.
Player's
The
forces
first
are
time
under attack.
ever, I guess, in Warcraft 3 history that we got pocket rockets first.
Pocket rocket. And WZ finally starting his tier 3 tech. One of the latest we see from undeads. Can possibly see from undeads.
Yeah,
the
11
expo
minutes.
safe, got a necro coming up, got towers in there, looking pretty secure. Continuing to creep now with the heroes and the gargs. Will be level 3 for the Lich, that's gonna be a big deal against the archers. And the DK level 4 for the improved aura, also gonna be helping the entire army, which is soon gonna grow to an impressive size, most likely.
I agree. Got a heal potion on WFZ's side. There is 50 supply, but yeah, 1,000 gold. LawLiet is low on lumber. Level 2 Tinker for the passive, I guess. He has a shredder now, so the lumber problem will be fixed in a bit as well. And more upgrades. It's only Ultra Vision here this time. A little late. 2-0 already, plus 3 for every archer thanks to the aura. Rockets! Oh. Rockets and acid bomb, man, that's actually not too bad. I mean, the damage is ridiculous, but you can spam them.
And as he was aiming for the keeper kill there, that really didn't work. So 2 Gargs thrown away, kind of. Can afford that, I suppose. But can he afford this expansion to come up in the middle? That is the bigger question. But of course, if he attacked with a big force with ghouls and A-bombs as well, then it's going to be a different story. He has time, WFZ does. Both players still sitting in no upkeep. Well, as I say that, LawLiet breaking into upkeep right now. Just pure archers, man. Just archers.
Okay, Nova hits them really nicely. Gog's about to die. Keeper is coming back in. Can someone in chat write in our Discord in the feedback channel that the rocket icon with passive is broken? Then I will fix it for the next time we see cluster rockets.
Tier 3 almost done now for WFZ. Then we're gonna have the orb, we're gonna have A-bombs with the disease cloud. As the second slaughterhouse is coming up, I think that's gonna be the transition. And of course, frenzy for the ghouls. But, like, cluster rockets plus acid bomb should be pretty good against ghouls. As clowny as cluster rocket seems to be.
Double
How much
engine-
does it cost even? I don't even know the mana cost on that.
Me neither, really.
Forces are under attack.
Double engine
Town is
protector
under siege.
is quite nice. Kills a guy. Oh no, there was a coil. So he kills the second expansion. Oh, it's gonna be close. One Garg dies, but he gets the expo. That was big. But in the meantime, attack on the base with so many archers, man. What an arc this is.
Oh my god, and the double scrolls coming in. Protection and beast. These archers now super strong. And the DK can't get out of here. Heal potion has to be used. Also, of course, there's hero lockdown with this. Entangle into rockets into more entangle.
Yeah.
This is certainly dangerous.
Oh my god, the volleys from this archers. It's +9 with roar. This is so sick. Cluster rockets again.
This seems to be working. Where are the ghouls? Crypt Lord is coming now. Oh yeah, baby. And
Yeah.
by the way, mass A-bombs queued as well.
Yeah.
But are they gonna be in time?
Yeah, that's the big question. And the damage is ridiculous. It's 31 to 37 damage from these archers now. From a single archer. Okay, Crypt Lord. Well, LawLiet is spreading the archers nicely. The acolytes are all gone. The towers are all gone. The necropolis will soon be gone.
I think the tech was just a little bit too late.
Oh, WFZ is supply stack now because the ziggurats are gone. He can't go for mass eye bombs even if he wants to. Rockets going for that lich, but the DK... Where's the DK actually? Ah, there. Under the Gargs. Okay, so he can't coil.
Alright, here come the A-bomb. Is it time to engage now? It looks like he's trying to split against the Impale, doing a decent job by such a big army. Impale will always be hitting a lot, but so does the Rockets right there again. It's level 4 for the Alchemist. And with only archers, he seems to be pushing WFZ back. Once again, another nice Impale, but that's going to be the last one for a while.
Okay, cluster rockets again. The Alchemist is a little bit in trouble. Does he have a staff? Yes, so he gets out. The Crypt Lord falls, so no Impale anymore.
That was a big Nova, though. Killing one archer easily, taking out a few more shortly after. There's no Disease Cloud. This would be a massive help against these archers. The Expo, though, it's going to be taken out. Or is it?
Double level up. Level 3, level 2 cluster rockets, baby. Whoosh.
WFZ has to give it up.
Yeah.
3-1 on these archers.
A player's forces are under attack.
And we have the second expansion now established. Nothing WFZ can do against it.
TP out. LawLiet looked to be in so much trouble, but then the mass archers.
Disease Cloud is coming now. Can he win this long time? He's even going for Meat Wagon for AoE. I think there's still a chance for WFZ. Like, DK gets 5 soon. Lich getting 4 soon. Crypt Lord is ready. And it's only mass archers, but okay, it's like 4 attack upgrades. 3-2 coming now soon.
There might still be a chance. High-level heroes always powerful, especially against mass archers. But I feel like WZ kind of threw away his big chances in this game. He was just a little too greedy. He was staying on tier 2 for a long time, saving resources, going for stuff like sacrificial pits and shades, and, you know, getting up the tech tree. When honestly, he just needed tier 3, frenzy, and a couple of A-bombs, I think. But he wasn't ready for that timing. The Expo is gone. And yes, he's gonna have another chance, but he's pretty much only gonna have one more chance. That's it.
Okay. Keeper has a TP and a staff. Tinker has nothing. Alchemist has a heal scroll, especially the value on these heal scrolls. And once the Keeper gets level 6, the value of Tranquility with, what is this, 30 units?
A player's forces are under attack.
But yeah, I totally agree that the A-bombs are too late. And now he's going mass meat wagons instead
Yeah,
of mass A-bombs.
I don't know about that either. It might be easier to spread the poison, but the damage from A-bombs against archers, the pure right click. Oh, that impale though. It's not gonna be great.
To be honest, it's not that hard to hit a good impale against this.
It looks nice. And it
It
sounds
is.
even better. Oh!
Yep, but you will
That's
pay
it.
the price. The damage on the Crypt Lord is just insane. And the meat wagons don't do anything, I feel. Statues out of position, cluster rockets again. He's just shredding through this army.
Mass archers are back.
Oh,
They can have the last
Alchemist?
destroyer here.
He gets the DK, and that must be it. Alchemist is safe. Cluster rockets again. The illusions are quite nice. LawLiet has found the perfect position to fight in now, by the way. Tinker getting safe to the back. Heal scrolled again. GG. Yikes. Yikes.
That timing though came out of nowhere. Like, WFZ killed so many of those archers in the mid game. That fight at the fountain was excellent for him.
Yeah.
But suddenly, triple Ancient of War production, boom, 70 supply, 3-1 archers.
And the Expo paying off. He didn't do anything against the Expo, like not once, even after the fight. He shut down the second one, but he went into the base, I think, after the fight, right? And tried to kill the second Engine of War, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, certainly a few questionable decisions by WFC.
But purely strategically, I think this is looking okay. You go Gargs, you expand. When you go Gargs, you're obviously forcing archers. And as Starshay was pointing out earlier, I think this is making sense because attacking an expansion, with Blight, with heroes there, with towers there will be skeletons coming in. It's really hard to break that with archers. And you have to go archers. So I certainly think there's potential here for this strategy. But the execution, a little sloppy.
Yeah, this is not a new, not a super new strategy by LawLiet. We've seen this before in the past. Usually, this gets countered by the mass AoE. But then also with abominations and not with... I really don't get the wagons, man.
Yeah, the wagons are not a good idea.
I mean, there's a lot of chokes on CH.
Yeah, but even if they survive a long time, they need 4 wagons, need 2 volleys for 1 archer, if it stands still.
Yeah.
And there were 30 archers. If you have really impeccable micro and can pull it off along with everything else, I think 1 wagon might be fine, and you're attacking all different spots you need, One's here, so there's basically poison spread everywhere, disease spread everywhere. But I'm not even sure that that's worth it.
All right. Next map.
The strength of having mass A-bombs is, yes, these archers can focus out single targets pretty well, but when there's 6, 7 A-bombs, it takes forever to take them all out. Coils will be coming in, and in a horrible situation, you'll be attacked from 2 sides, making it hard to micro and stuff. Yeah, those wagons certainly were weird.
We go into Terranas Stand. I guess WFZ's favorite map in the world, where dogs are really good, I feel. Not too many people play it, but it's getting more and more common, I think, to see Gargs on this map, because you can harass expansions that easy by flying over the little rivers.
Yeah, this is where that game took place that I was referring to earlier. Unfortunately, I don't remember who it was against, but I think it was Moon, some really good night elf, and their WFZ showed a strategy similar to the last one as well. I think he didn't counter expand in that one. He just was going all in with Gargs and Ghouls on tier 2. Was a really risky strategy, I guess, but it worked out for him.
All right. Will this be a 2-0, and will we have TH versus LawLiet in the winner bracket final, or will we have a comeback started by WFZ right now? The poll swings a little in favor of LawLiet after the demonstration of force that was CH. Where's my mouse? There we go. And match points for the Korean.
So, what is the hero we're gonna see? This could be very well a Warden game.
Yes.
Of course, LawLiet loves the Warden. He's a master of the Warden. He and Foggy. Is there any other master of the Warden?
I don't think so.
It's kind of only them.
Those two stand out above anyone else.
And Foggy recently has shown here in the new patch that Warden can work. On this very map, he did it against, who was it, Lucifer? I think it was Lucifer. Let me double check. I think it was Lucifer. Level 2 Warden with the Merc Camp. Get some Mercs. Be aggressive. Expo in the back. Typical Foggy play. And I don't know who came up with the strategy, but if it was Foggy, it seems like LawLiet is taking a page out of his book.
To that, here is the Warden. This is gonna be fun, at least for LawLiet. Starshaped says Moonfans was a Warden Master long before LawLiet. And yeah, Soccer was a Warden Master long before Moonfans. I'm old school as well. But yeah, we're talking about today's scene, obviously. So, with the Warden, do you think he can still play Mass Archers?
I mean, if he gets 3 bases and 70 supply archers, I think you can have any hero, maybe.
So again, it's a ghoul build. I wonder if he goes for the mercenary camp or for the middle or some kind of harass. He's not sending out a ghoul, so not the insta harass. Should be free level 2 for the warden then.
Yeah, beautiful lightning shield, as we know it from LawLiet. Is he going for the fan of knives quad kill? That always looks sweet.
A player's forces are under attack.
Hasn't decided yet what to go for. Holds on to the skill point. But this looks almost perfect thus far. Engine of War moves over. No XP denied. Saves the mana as well. And gets all the kills. 1 of mana stealing. Nice against the DK, I feel. As the Warden kind of has close combat. Dispel, but also easy creeping for WFZ here with the Shadow Priest. Maybe expecting a keeper, but healing is good anyway.
Yeah. Also against the Warden, certainly going to be a nice pickup.
Forces
Is
are
expensive
under
though,
attack.
so the tech is a little bit later here for WFZ. Seems to be in time, however. The Expo is coming up for LawLiet. Not going for the foggy like tier 2 aggression right away. He's going to try to creep up a little bit more. Wants to gather up some items as well. Also invested a Wisp early on for detonate against the skeletons for more experience. So far the items for him not the greatest. Wand, okay, a bit more mana, but he's looking for damage mostly.
Yeah, I think once again you're underestimating the wand. It's 1.5 coils less and 1 fan of knives less. More. It's a good swing, but nice timing by WFZ. It was a very obvious position for this expansion, of course, and
Yeah.
also very obvious timing. But he killed it. That's nice. Buys him some time. Forced your 2 tech to work out.
Alright, so how long is he gonna stay around the Night Elf territory? Once the Warden hits level 3, there's no more staying here, then it's certainly gonna be time to leave. However, that's not the case yet. And he does have healing from the Death Knight and the Shadow Priest to counteract the dot damage that the Warden can provide.
Still holding on to the second skill point, by the way. No Blink, no Fan of Knives, only Shadow Strike. Maybe if he gets surrounded, he decides to go for Blink. Wild of Mana stealing number 1 being used, but there is this coil still. But if he uses it a second time, he will steal the next coil. But the cooldown, I don't think is ready. Oh, there we go. Coil denied. And with that, ghoul kill.
That's 1 ghoul kill so far. And that was pretty impressive. Pretty expensive, excuse me. Using both charges of that item, plus plenty of mana. He gets the ghoul kill in the end, but didn't exactly come for free. However, also buys him space on his side of the map as the Tree of Life is again coming up. Behind the tech now, but still had a good timing, I suppose. Skeleton is seeing this. Question is, can WFZ do anything about this? Because it's very logical to assume that the Warden is going to be level 3 right now. And this is, of course, when she starts becoming so powerful.
True that. Also potentially a good item. Once again, the Shredder, expecting that he will have a lot of gold. Also a little easier to protect from Gargs, but Gargs are not coming. It's a Fiend build by WFZ this time, which really surprises me. And maybe that's exactly the reason. Wait, he leaves the Taskmaster? No, he wants the item. Maybe that's exactly the reason why he's not going for Gargs, because it has to be expected.
WFZ here, being supply stuck for a little while, delaying the Lich. Unfortunately, we keep on seeing this fairly frequently the last couple of days from all sorts of races. And yeah, so the expansion may have been scouted, but can't do anything about it. In fact, it's now the Warden moving over, expecting the creeping here by the Undead. And that was exactly the right feeling as he gets 1 kill on the Shadow Priest, another Ghoul, and certainly the third. The level 2 Shadow Strike showing its potency.
Absolutely. Nice block, but there's Blink. So we see the second skill point now. He's greedy, going for the second Ghoul as well, and kills this one off. This one might actually survive. I think so.
DK gets a nice kill though.
Yep.
On the Archer and the Berserker actually.
No. The Ghoul dies. He knew.
Last tick. LawLiet knows his Warden, buddy.
Yeah, well calculated. Step
But
out
again,
now.
comes at quite a few losses.
Yep.
He got 3 Ghouls and a Shadow Priest and lost pretty much the same in terms of cost. Everything but the Warden that he came south with ended up dying. So nice of WFZ to realize, okay, you may be killing stuff of mine, but I can return the favor as well.
staff that makes the Warden even better. Even more mobility. We see double engine of lore coming up with the Nature's Blessing. He has the time for that, for basically everything. Because the Fiend push is quite slower than the early Gark harass. But WFZ knows that this has to be crap and that the Expo is up. How many ghouls? 3. Not sure. But the staff is on cooldown. This will take LawLiet some time to get back.
It would have been very logical to assume that right after the staff, you want to continue creeping. Night Elves love their efficiency like that with the mobility. So he was definitely expecting this expo to be taking place already, but LawLiet, I think this was intentional. Him not going over yet. He was like, alright, I'm going to take my time. There's certainly an opening here for me to take damage. And now it's just the Warden dealing with his undead army.
So much mana. Dryads are coming in now to protect this expo. But he will just chip away on this army, right? One ghoul here, one ghoul there, maybe a Fiend.
Are under attack.
Looks so easy when he plays the
though,
one.
along with the DK heal, is going to make it hard now for the Warden to find kills. When Dryads come in, maybe. But Warden solo, rather unlikely.
Good inventory for the Lich.
Plenty of mana.
Very good inventory for the Lich, with +9 and increased attack speed already. Double statue for heal and mana regen, and more Fiends, but WFZ only at 36 supply, and no Expo against that. LawLiet stays on tier 2 with Dryads only.
Are under attack.
Over into the Wisps, trying to detonate here for as much mana burn as possible. DK though not hit, so more coils to be used from his side. However, the Lich still taking more damage. Moon Juice, by the way, is pretty dry. That's what the Warden loves to have. Keep on spamming those spells and get back up the mana with the Moon Juice help. But seems like the damage is sufficient to force WZ finally away. Actually uses the invul with that, can stay in here even longer. And now it's the Warden taking plenty of damage. DK regenning up the mana. It's gonna have another coil soon. There's no regen for the Warden, but there is a shot.
Yeah, Moonwells are also completely dry. Has to use the Moonstone now to get at least something back.
Getting another invul from the shop. Coil coming in, saving the Lich here for once. And he's going to have another save with that invul if he transfers it in time. He tried to, but he wasn't able to. Giving over the TP instead. Finally, LawLiet is going to force away his opponent. But that delayed the expansion by forever.
Absolutely. Tier 3 is around the corner. Expo did not mine a single dime yet. And there's also, like, this is not even crap. So this... yeah, this will really take some time. Tier 3 on the way now. Will take another 2 minutes. But Warden will be level 5 by then, I think. If he creeps the shop afterwards. Close though.
Yeah. That's heavy penalty though, on level 4.
But bonus experience, of course, as well.
That's true.
Are under attack.
Still, not gaining that much from these creeps. WFZ here needs to catch up in levels. Level 1 Lich is not good enough as we are approaching the late game. In the top right corner of the map, he can certainly quickly find plenty of good items. Especially with the Destroyer here, this is easy to creep. However, tier 3 was late. No Destroyer yet. Destroyer form upgrade coming in right now. Usually we also have the third hero, Dark Ranger, for Undead against Warden. There's something moving towards the middle. This could be the Dark Ranger right here.
Okay. Only, yeah, there we go. Don't know if I like the Dark Ranger too much against Warden.
2 Tome of Experience on the ground.
What?
1. Oh, this Lich was level 1 a moment ago. He's gonna be level 3 here in just a second.
Matt Morris, please fix Terra's stand. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, the thing about Dark Ranger is, against Night Elf, it's not really all that good. You know, Skeletons and Silence both can get dispelled easily. But it's decent right-click, especially against the Warden. It's not piercing, it's 0 damage, and it's way easier to keep alive. It has a way easier time to not die as quickly to Dryads or the Warden. So, I think that's the prime reason for that most of the time. Dark Ranger is bringing the Orb of Corruption.
The
Seems
player's
like
forces are under
WFZ is lining up or shaping up for the all-in attack. Has to make that work, of course. How strong is LawLiet to defend this? He's level 5 and he found the greater mana potion as well.
Yep, that's gonna be a lot of damage, but it's only Shadow Strike. Against Fiends, I guess Shadow Strike is better in general. Of course, with the Dark Ranger pick, he lacks damage against this expansion now. There's no normal damage in this army at all. Skeletons are a little late to the party as well. So LawLiet now making his way over. Will he be in time? He's not. Okay, now he TPs, but staffs at least with the Warden. Rest of the army is moving in. Well, this could actually be enough with the 5 Fiends. No
Army is
repair.
Coming in though. Wait, is he just gonna commit for this?
Nova
Nova
into the
wisps. He's gonna get this.
Yeah. He
Absolutely,
can
he
TP
can
out.
just pick it down now.
Oh man. That was greedy by LawLiet. He had a town portal. He could have easily defended this. And the Fiends are safe as well. Not even forced to an instant town portal. Lich is putting in so much damage now. Heal ward is only being cancelled now. One bear has fallen. Now the Zeppelin to the rescue. 2 Fiends in the ground, but they're quite healthy. Well, against the Shadow Strike, you need them at full health, I guess.
Once again, the nice heal ward coming in. It's gonna get taken out quickly by these bears, though. Nice Zeppelin micro. LawLiet, the king of that, of course, and no experience at all so far for the Warden. She was level 5 at the beginning of this and still is level 5. Excellent micro by WFZ here. Saving that destroyer as well. Unburrow now. Finally, a Phoenix gonna die, but he denies it with the Dark Ritual. You are not gonna get your ultimate, my friend.
That is an excellent fight between the two here. Warden is in trouble. A little spike here. Sorry about that. Warden falls. GG. LawLiet a little careless, giving the expansion up, but man, great move by WFZ to just stay in this fight and take the fight at microing so well with the burrows, with the coils. LawLiet tried to show off there with the Zeppelin micro, especially the one super herd bear. That was magnificent, but maybe he focused on that style moves too much, and yeah, without an expansion, quite hard against high-level undead heroes, so WFZ slaps back. But, you know, Tomes of Experiences kind of helped him out.
The level 3 Lich certainly was a big help there. I don't think that's necessarily what won him the game, though. That was just really good execution of that fight right there. Excellent micro, as WFZ is certainly capable of. We've seen that in the past. I think where he won the game, though, was the tier 2 aggression, delaying that expansion for so long. If that comes up 2 minutes earlier, then that fight at the expansion is going to be with 70 Night Elf supply instead of 55, and that makes a massive difference. So smart play there as well by WFZ, in my opinion.
I agree. That was indeed cool. Do I have the blue? Nope. There we go. And especially after being demoralized a little by mass archers.
Yeah.
Playing a weird timing with a late tier 3 again with Fiends this time was something unusual, especially like no counter expansion against this, which is a thing that we see regularly now. Thank you very much. I am Wiesel84 for the 17-month resub.
Thank you very much. Finally, we get a 3-mapper, by the way.
Yeah.
Yesterday, it was all 2 zeros.
Yeah.
Started off with a 2-0 today as well.
By the way, I got the news yesterday. There's going to be a new Korean tournament soon with 8 players for, I think, lasting 2 months or so with a $10,000 prize pool.
Wow, nice.
Yeah,
Another
for Korea, it's a lot. I don't know if it's sponsored by Africa TV. Of course, we will try to get the broadcasting rights. Because, you know, we don't have any content apart from that. We're casting 17 days straight, by the way. This is day 5 of 17. We will conclude the Yule Cup this week. On Saturday is the grand final. It's kind of the new thing in China, right? The grand final always on Saturdays, not on Sundays anymore. I really don't know why.
I don't know either. Sorry, can't tell you.
But I can tell you that the game starts. Game 3, decision between WFZ and LawLiet on Twisted Meadows.
Twisted Meadows, huh? I think I have a personal agenda against Twisted Meadows. I hate playing that map so much. But undeads oftentimes let it slip through. It can become a nightmare, especially if you play against Moon, like 1,000 trees of life sprouting up everywhere. This is, by the way, where Happy lost to Foggy with exactly that style. But if you have impeccable scouting, I guess, and are in a decent position, maybe you can do something about that if this game even gets to that state. It's going to be a long time before we reach that possible point. So, what is happening here in the early game? What are we going to see? What are the heroes? Keeper of the Grove, certainly. Most likely in the past, we used to see Warden here sometimes. More so against human, though, than against undead. Creeping has always been difficult here for Night Elf, even in the old patch with the stronger Ancient of War. Now, even more so the case in this new day and age of 1.30.4. And for that reason, LawLiet is actually going for a Huntress opening.
Yeah, even against undead. That's quite interesting. But it's kind of like the worst position for him anyway. Of course, he doesn't know that yet. But if you position the Ancient of War here, ghouls can come over if that's scouted and stuff. It is the Keeper. And... wait, this is the Dreadlord? No, it's a Death Knight. Chat is saying, just pull the dragon and whip him in the base. That's not possible anymore, man. The dragons are gone from the islands. It's granite golems now.
And good call here by LawLiet. Luckily so, I guess. The ghoul would have scouted, as you said, this Ancient of War at the Mercamp right away. And that could have resulted in quite a few issues. And now WFZ is right. Like, okay, your Ancient of War is not at the Mercamp. Where is it? He's looking for it. Is it at the Natural? Where did you put it?
Yeah.
But we know there's no Ancient of War.
Nope. There's... wow. Expo before Ancient. This...
wow, that's greedy.
that is so greedy. It doesn't get more greedy than this.
He's gonna go Entangle first, right? Just getting the ghoul kill here is probably gonna be worth it. Denying the scout.
We
Right.
saw this before from... was it Foggy or Moon? I'm not too sure. And that didn't work out at all.
Forces are under attack.
I mean, on Twisted, you can expand. We all know that. Moon Meadows. So the Keeper has to harass so much with Entangle now.
Yeah.
And buy time for this expo. Now we see double Ancient of War without a Huntress Hall.
WFZ, though, is on top of his scouting. One skeleton into the main, sees what's up there, and he's like, okay, double Ancient of War. And now he's going to be thinking, where's the Hunter's Hall? But
Yep.
again, not
player's
there.
forces
And
are
the other
under
skeleton,
attack.
more importantly, sees the Tree of Life. But it's a very big map. It's a long distance. So if he brings the ghouls across right now, the tree is going to be finished. Can he even kill it? He thinks yes, as the ghouls are leaving the main.
Okay. There's no corpse nearby, so skeletons will be rare.
Oh my god, the DK in the main! He is surrounded
No!
by buildings!
No way! We've seen this from Happy in latter games, that he surrounds with Dreadlord Sleep and Ziggurats. But LawLiet, this madman, makes it work in a pro game. He can't get out. This is a TP for sure.
That was such a nice trap. The DK was going on the Wisp hunt behind the two Ancients of War, and then another Wisp gets off the surround.
This guy. And the DK, he just lets him die. LawLiet gets the last hit here.
Yeah, he gets the experience as well.
And the expo's up. Can he save it though? It's good damage by WFZ. My
It's only
God.
4 ghouls. The keeper's coming in.
Yeah,
He's
I
got
think
more
this should be
entangle.
fine.
And as I said, even if you send the ghouls, can you kill it? And as
Yeah.
it turns out, no,
Nope.
you can't.
Oh my god, what a horrendous early by WFZ.
A player's forces are under attack.
That trap.
What's
That-
your thought process if you're getting trapped by buildings?
It hurts. It hurts. It
How
happened to me
close
before.
are you to GG out? Did this happen to you?
It has happened to me before. Yes, it has.
Oh my god. Of course, he has to creep the expo first, but that shouldn't be a big problem. Another ghoul dies here. The forest strikes back. Yeah, kind of. Tier 2 tech as well. Mass archers again. Tree of Life on the way. Keep her close to level 2.
Yeah, DK seems to be thinking about a counter expansion here with the skull in his inventory. But LawLiet's so on top of things. He's gonna scout perfectly with that Wisp. He's gonna get the detonate denied, but if he was fast, he saw the inventory. That's of course very suspect. Tree of Life first, boys. This is the times we live in.
Shaking my head so much. Well, that's LawLiet for you guys. I mean,
I think it's a pretty smart counter. It comes with a risk, obviously. But I think it's a pretty smart counter build to this new undead build that we see nowadays. The fast DK late ghouls. You're gonna have few ghouls only for a long time. So if you do want to be aggressive, it's gonna be very hard to bring high numbers because you're only gonna have 4, at maximum 5 ghouls for a long time. And that's not that strong, especially if you're not level 2. The DK is not gonna be creeping early on with the ghouls because he doesn't have many. So then once he has 5 and he is aggressive, that's gonna be level 1 Death Knight. So, you know, we can meme all we want about haha Night Elf, Tree of Life instantly, haha, how ridiculous. But this build does actually make decent amounts of sense.
especially if you're like cross position because the ghouls take so long to get over. But guess what? There's another Tree of Life in the upper right. This is just trolling out. I mean, the early was so good. He has great archer numbers against the few ghouls. Keeper is level 3 already rushing this. Robe of the Magi as well. First Expo is running in a second. Tier 2 is done. And then with the Alchemist, ghouls can't do anything.
Oh, and the staff in from the Keeper. He knows what's up. But there's a Lich here. So that's going to help with the defense. If there was an Alchemist second, he could certainly ramp up the pressure. And he is tier 2. Heading towards the tavern. I think I know what that means.
It has to be the Alchemist. Or he's trolling hard with... I don't know. Ah, no, he's not.
Okay, 2 base versus 2 base. Soon to be 2 base versus 3 base.
Yes.
Interesting.
It was a good defense. Of course, an easy defense with the Lich as well. But he's so low in levels. Can he coil this Keeper further? Don't think so.
Can LawLiet creep this laboratory? What's he gonna tank with?
Alchemist, not the best idea.
That looks scary. Shredder?
Yeah, Shredder helps. Okay, that's gonna speed things up. So the DK was chasing the Keeper until he got to the Moonwell, so now it's vice versa. Even braces would be so good. Oh, flute again. If you play mass archers. Good item. But
again, not tier 2 buildings, by the way. Is
Nope.
it seriously again pure archers?
I mean, on Concealed Hills, as I said, so many chokes that it can be really, really good. The Twisted is so open. You can flank
like
from all sides.
There's like 3 chokes. That's it. Oh, Keeper harass into the main could be a little annoying. Tier 3 tech just started. Losing acolytes now is very painful, and I don't think there's any way around that. As the Keeper sees the vulnerability of the economy and is going to be walking straight in. WFZ is still busy with the creep camp, taking a sweet time to take care of that one. The DK's coming back. Keeper's not using Entangle though.
Yeah.
With Entangle, these would be easy kills.
And it's not
He's giving up his
bad.
opportunity? What? He even had a staff to get out and a TP.
It's also not that bad because the other expansion is running. There is another necropolis. You can rebuild the acolytes. But at the same time, the Alchemist is gearing up hard. There is an Amulet of Spell Shield for him now, second expansion. And we have a donation by Sir Blinks-a-Lot. Are you a fan of the Warden as well? Great content as ever, guys. Also been loving some of your old replays of the year on YouTube. Would love to see more of those. Don't even need to recast them. Simply list of games of the year would work, as I can't watch everything live these days. Yeah, that is kind of time consuming though. If someone creates a list with games, we can certainly do that. And thank you very much for your support and the kind words.
Yes, big thanks. Keeper harass here continues, but again, not too impactful. He cancels a ziggurat, but all acolytes remain alive. Still fully mining his WFZ. This Alchemist, though, is seriously creeping up a storm. He's going to be level 4 here very soon. Amulet of Spell Shield, not too bad at all. It's going to be protecting him at least a bit from Kolinova. Now a ring as well. Very welcome for that hero in particular. And now almost level 4.
WFZ is going Fiends this time, which is certainly better against archers than ghouls, but still now A-bombs. And he saw the double AOW so early.
Tree of Life, number 3, or
Yep.
4, I guess it is.
Full moon style.
He's counterclockwise expanding around
Yep.
the Where's the keeper, by the way?
Sobi Mask as well. Nice for the keeper. Lich is level 3 now, and that is, I guess, the biggest weapon against these archers.
Yeah.
Destroyer's coming, Web coming. Web coming. Double Huntress Hall for double upgrades. Lol.
StarCraft style, here we go.
Players' forces are under attack.
And the second red spot goes to him as well. Like the map control of LawLiet.
In the first game, WFZ was kind of asleep on the wheel against the timing that it was about to hit him. Once again, he went for the shade to scout things out, and once again, he's sitting in no upkeep. He's seeing production, he's seeing, if he's looking very closely, double Hunter's Hall upgrades coming in. He needs to start producing right now.
Yeah.
And looks like that's what he's doing.
Alright, what's he going for? Abomination and more Fiends? No. Like, he's on 2 bases. He's not going a 3rd production building, though. Which is kind of weird, I think. 63 supply already, so maybe he doesn't need it. Orb of Darkness, not the greatest, of course. Nice acid bomb. So, marksmanship is done. We once again have super strong archers here. And a lot of treants, but is that enough? Spell shield triggered.
Very low.
No staff, by the way. A TP out now. He can just comfortably sit on his expansions. Like, triple income, soon to be quad income.
3,000 gold.
3,000 gold.
The Shredder is struggling to keep up with the Lumberjack.
Yeah, it's something we rarely see.
But more experience here for the undead heroes as well. Something they always excel with. Dark Ranger 3rd this time.
It can be really good.
It usually falls off though the bigger the armies get. If we reach 80 supply, you can't focus everything anymore with the entire army. It's just too big. Also, silence has limited use.
Yeah. But I mean, if you start Snowball, that could be really good, especially if you get level 3. But there's not too much to creep anymore on the map. So getting that Dark Ranger to level 3 is going to be hard.
The town is under siege.
4 gold mines. And quad engine of war. And 3-3 coming.
A player's force.
Reinforcements here being intercepted. That's
Oh,
one
nice.
A-bomb for free. That's a big loss. And
Cluster
again, it's
rocket.
Tinker.
Hits again.
Missing that one though. Oh, that's 2 big kills.
Yeah. 7
550
supply.
gold. Almost 600 gold actually gone.
All but 1
is under
gold
siege.
mine of Twisted Meadows mainland is occupied. We do get zappers though. That's a big investment. It's gonna blow this one up. But he's losing the 2nd production building. Like one of the 2 production buildings he has. Oh no! He's portaling in time! He can't go for the zapper play!
Ooh, man, that was,
LawLiet.
as you said, such a heavy investment.
Well, he can go here to the bottom right and just do it
it.
there.
He doesn't have level 2 aura yet. If he had, this would be a lot more mobility for him. So sappers, hopefully they don't blow up each other. They will. Oh, that was really close! Oh,
Okay, he gets 1 expansion. Is he? Yeah, cluster rockets can't TP at the moment. Now he can. And LawLiet is Ancient Protector pushing the upper left. And there's nothing to save him as he portaled into the main.
This is the cool thing about Twisted Meadows. Games here can be so different.
Yeah.
This is becoming a real macro game.
This
dude.
is absolutely
3 base
different.
versus 3 base right now.
The archers have 26 to 34 damage, by the way.
3 archers. That's
He
crazy.
spent his 3,000 gold.
Somehow.
Yeah.
APs, I guess.
A player's forces are under attack.
Almost level 4 on the Lich. That is sick synergy with the Dark Ranger.
Yeah.
But the standing army. What's
Look at the Congo
beside
line.
the hero?
It's from uphill to ogre
Town is under
creep
siege.
spot, basically.
Alright, TP coming in. Could be a perfect cluster rockets right into it. Not quite.
What a game, man. What a game. Okay, siege now with engine protectors. 2 abominations now with disease cloud, but where is the damage? It's okay, I guess, with all the skeletons. They will be sniped soon. Gets rid of a little bit of damage with cluster rockets. One of the A-bombs is about to fall, getting... Oh no! Coil a little too late. And now so much damage on the destroyers as well. The archers are moving forward, blocking the APs actually.
It says here WZ has 83 supply, but it certainly isn't looking like
Yeah, I
it. Must be stuck somewhere else. Tinker's getting taken down. Only level 1 hero. Doesn't matter too much. Last A-bomb gonna be falling here as well. There's disease cloud on some of these archers, but not on too many. The Lich really has to do the heavy lifting. We have a smoke protection coming in, and not enough destroyers anymore. They just instantly die.
Yeah, one volley and
damage.
He's sending in a bunch of ghouls into the bottom right expansion and cleans that one up. Level 5 on the keeper, but it's still almost 80 supply for LawLiet. 3 APs. He's gonna break this one. This expansion has been taken down, but the ghouls are not moving further counterclockwise. Should do that now. Okay, and they do.
The tree of life coming up right there, behind the APs, basically.
Getting taken out as well. Oh my god, he has to unsummon this. Down to 2 bases. The bottom left was taken out as well. I don't know when that happened. Maybe... What did kill this?
Oh my god, there's so much stuff moving around on the minimap. Ghouls, archers, even a moonwell in the middle of nowhere for whatever reason. Backup tree of life in case the other one dies.
He just doesn't know how to spend his gold anymore. By sticking to mass archers, I guess. TP in. Entangle on that fiend. Easy kill. Expansion here as well. Acolyte sees this, of course, immediately. We have wagons now. Another backup tree of life. What would WFZ do for mass teleport now?
WZ has the way more mobile army here, with all their movement speed from the aura, and archers of course not being fast. He can bounce between the bases if he wants to, but there's so much gold on LawLiet, he can just buy infinite TPs, that's not the problem.
He's in high upkeep, by the way. Don't know if that's on purpose. Is it 81? Okay, now he's back. By most likely building another tree of life somewhere. Yep.
At the top of the map.
Yep.
There's a new one coming. At the bottom of the map, there's one coming. There's trees everywhere.
Takes the next one down, but that goes on the cost of his upper left expansion. Level 5 Alchemist, level 5 Keeper. We're getting closer to the ultimates. And level 1 Keeper.
So he's TPing in. The last time he TP'd in to save an expansion didn't exactly work out. Coming in between the towers, behind the towers here. And level 3 now for the Dark Ranger.
Four mines soon again. For LawLiet.
A player's forces are under attack.
Wouldn't a
Bomb.
Pit Lord be better than a Dark Ranger? With Howl and Cleave?
It's actually not a bad idea.
You sound like that's a miracle. Oh, Neo has a smart thought about Warcraft counter.
No, seriously, Pit Lord, Howl and Cleave, and armor upgrade on the A-bombs,
Yeah.
I think that could be good.
Yeah. He's so low on A-bomb still.
Alright, expansion here certainly getting cancelled from these 5-5-1 heroes. But WZ is looking for his own expansion kill here. In the top right, he's been up here before, but the army has never been as big as it is right now for him. Good number of fiends, 2 A-bombs in as well. But 92 supply for LawLiet, who will once again be TPing it.
Oh, the
could
middle
be
of
massive.
everything. Exactly. The Nova was huge. Cluster Rockets hits a bunch though. The Dark Range is about to fall. There's a coil and a TP out. But how much will fall? 1, 2, 3 units down. Ooh, almost the 4th Fiend as well. That was like 20 supply or so. Yep.
I can't believe that it's the day of the mass archers, dude.
Kind of the week of the mass archers. We've seen them yesterday.
I don't mean like the day of
Ah.
today, but you know, the day and age
Ah,
of
yeah.
the archer.
Yep. Oh, triple engine of wind for mass hippos. So we see mass hippo riders.
Oh my god. Dude, he's getting bear upgrades. He doesn't have any bears, but okay, for the hippos, I guess.
Yeah.
He wants to have the 100% tech tree at the end of the
Players'
game.
forces are under attack. A town is under siege.
He should throw in a talon, because we never see talons these days anymore. Just for the lulz. And because crows are cool. Crows.
I think this Dark Ranger here has really fallen off hard.
Yep.
I think Crypt Lord though is the best choice, even over Pit Lord, because that's the only way you're gonna have disable against ultimate tranquility, if it should come to that. And this was a big map as well. This could have been a level 3 Crypt Lord, but I don't know. LawLiet just seemed to be in control this entire game.
Are under attack.
Disease Cloud is working nicely though, but now Hippo Riders. And he has 2 feats.
He has 3 armor upgrades now on the A-bombs, but this is really late and still not mass A-bombs. If he had like 7 A-bombs, I think he could still fight this, but he just never got to those numbers.
91 supply, TP out now, chases him to the laboratory. There's no help for him there. He's just getting outnumbered so hard. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, not 5 because this gold mine is down, but again, he's constantly on 4 gold mines. In Warcraft, that never happens. That's why you veto TM versus Night Elf, by the way. But
Yes.
we do get meat wagons now and 4 A-bombs, so I guess the army composition is getting better for WFZ.
But he's down to 1 mining base only.
Yep.
Against 4.
Yep, that is an issue, certainly. Huntress upgrades being researched without having a single Huntress. Sentinel as well. Vorpal Blades as well.
He needs to get Chim Roost for Corrosive Breath.
Oh, man.
LawLiet is definitely smiling right now.
Yep. Let's see if we can call him after the game.
4 A-bombs. Is that enough? They have 3 armor upgrades, which is really good. Perhaps this could finally be a good fight for WFZ. First one of the game.
Forces are under attack.
Okay, he's backstabbing now. Entangle on the DK. Invul Potion not used. Oh, this damage with Acid Bomb is so surreal. Heal Scroll, but I mean, the A-bombs are just dying. LawLiet is not losing anything just yet.
They really are, aren't they? Wolves coming in now without Frenzy. Not doing much. The Lich dropping low as well, but there is a coil. Saves that one. Archers are dropping really low. There's no scroll of healing here. This could be a lot of kills here coming in soon for WFZ. But then again, heal spray. We forgot about the heal.
Yep. Nova's nice as well. Cluster Rockets once more. How many more coils? Huh? There, he has to use the potion, so 2. Level 3 on the Tinker. Cluster Rockets just got better at LOL. WFZ is absolutely overwhelmed with this. GG. Mass Huntress carry LawLiet into the winner bracket final against TH. Jesus Christ.
Mass Archers, boys. Mass Archers. This is where we are at currently.
Yep. And how many times, Remo, did I tell you that marksmanship is, and Mass Archers is a good thing? Again, step ahead of the meta.
Again. You are always the innovator and
Oh, not always, but I do
see
have
the
my
truths
moments.
before us, as you knew also with the flying machines, for example.
That was the one mistake. The one. And you poke it and poke it and poke it.
Yeah. I think when you're on 4 bases, you can make any unit.
Yes.
Honestly.
So
I still feel like there's not proper counterplay against these mass archer kind of strats. In this game, in that last one, it's 4 bases. You can't do anything. But Concealed Hill, I think he could have won that one.
yeah,
Have better timings, have out the A-bombs, have the armor upgrades, have invul on the Crypt Lord, mana potions. That was a winnable game. So
Also,
WFZ.
On Twisted, like everything went wrong. The DK is stuck in the base. The ghoul didn't kill the expansion. So I guess once he didn't get the expansion, game was kind of over already. And LawLiet knew that he could basically do whatever he wanted. But yeah, it's really tough to lose against that. So we have our round 2 match. It's gonna be LawLiet versus TH, both playing strong today. LawLiet, not really a flaw, just trolling around in map 1 and 3. And in the lower bracket, that's our next match, Hurricane Bow versus WFZ. I'm pretty sure this is gonna be a little more normal than what we've just seen. We go into a little break, and then we will determine the player who gets eliminated, the first one from this group. WFZ versus Bow coming up, and then LawLiet TH. Stay tuned.